Hi everyone, this is Chainsaw King 666, and I just thought I'd show you my zombie movie collection at the moment, which, like a horde of zombies, is always rapidly expanding. Right, let's start off with George A. Romero's Box of the Dead. This has to be one of the two crowning jewels of my zombie collection. I got this for a great price on eBay, very cheap. The thing I like about it most is how it's not like other collections where they just simply bang in the DVDs and that's it. I love how they do the basic artwork and how you open it up and there's little black and white pictures from all of the movies. You get everything. You get Night of the Living Dead, Dawn, Day, Land, and Diary. I haven't watched Diary yet, but some people say it's not as good as the others. Some people say it is. I don't know. I'll have to just find out. But the special features on them aren't too bad. There's not, to be honest, a lot on the on Night and Day. I thought there could have been a few on there. Most of them are on Land, and there's only a few less on Diary. Now, the one with the DVD of Dawn didn't actually work, so I had to buy this one instead. But it's exactly the same one. It's on Region Zero. You still get the Dead Will Walk documentary, as well as the filmographies and the trailers and the art galleries, and it's just brilliant. But overall, I love. As soon as I saw this in the shops, I had to get it. Whereas when I went to buy it a couple years later, apparently they said they didn't do it anymore. So I scoured eBay for ages and eventually got this one on there for a great price. So all in all, a very good collection. I highly recommend it if you're a hardcore Romero fan like I am, because it's the sort of thing that no zombie movie fan would ever want to be without. Right, and moving on, this I actually got off eBay for I think it was about $1.99, something like that. It was brand new. It was, to be honest, I think the best deal I've ever got on any movie. It's Region Zero. Well, I've already told you that, but yeah, there's not really a lot else to say. It's good for what it is. It's just a good old single disc edition, and I like what it says on the how it says, limbs are routinely separated from their hosts, bodies are shredded, and guts are gobbled with gusto. Only on the back of a Romero movie would you find that. Right, moving on. Next up, we have a single disc edition of Sam Raimi's ultra gore classic, The Evil Dead. Now, I've never been too sure if you could class this as a zombie movie, because sometimes it's demonic possession. Yet when they bite you, you turn into a deadite, like in the film. So I don't know. It's kind of part zombie movie, kind of part demonic possession. But there's absolutely no special features on it, save for nothing. I suppose there's not even scene select on it. But still, it's a brilliant movie. I got it because I wanted to see Evil Dead, and which eventually it led me onto buying this. The second part of my two crowning jewels in my collection. The Evil Dead trilogy. Now, this isn't like other trilogies, it's the rare UK 4-disc edition. Let me show you. Now, this thing is so rare, hang on a moment, that at the time, there was only 2 in the general area, and I think this was the southern part of the country. There was one in, I think, Plymouth, and the other was in Bristol, something like that. It is, when I tell you, the ultimate collection of Evil Dead movies. Well, you just don't want any other collection, because, I mean, you've got a brilliant case, which slides out into this thing, and you open it up, and you've got all this lovely, blood-stained design on it, as well as the first movie, the second movie, the second disc from the 2-disc edition of the third movie, where they give you I believe they give you 4 previously unincluded scenes, as well as 15 minutes of additional footage, plus the original post-apocalyptic ending, which I thought was far superior to the US supermarket one. So, I mean, they could always do a 4th movie from that. Evil Dead goes all Mad Max. I mean, hell, who knows, I might even write to Sam Raimi one day and ask him that. And you also get this, which, to be honest, I haven't seen in any other collection other than this, the Evil Dead bonus disc. It features documentaries on the receptions of the first 2 movies in the UK, as well as one about Bruce Campbell, saying, is he a geek or is he a god? Either way, he's one of the coolest people ever to have lived, as well as an Evil Dead-inspired music video. I watched a little bit of it, but it creeped me out. As well as an episode of something called The Incredibly Strange Film Show. It was weird. It's basically just saying all about Evil Dead 1 and stuff, but it is literally, when I tell you, the best Evil Dead trilogy box set you will ever get. I personally wouldn't take any other form of collection over it. It's just that good. Oh, put that back wrong. I'll get this in a moment, hang on. There we go. Right, now, moving on, we have Zack Snyder's remake of The Dawn of the Dead. Dawn of the Dead. Don't ask me why I said that, because I have no idea. I thought this was pretty good. It didn't exactly stay true to the plot of the movie entirely. It still focuses around a group of people in a mall, but, that's about it. Even though they changed the ending, I like the way how they did it, with the whole armoured buses and, hang on, wait for it to focus there. Okay, obviously that's not going to do it. I liked how they did it with the whole armoured buses and, that sort of thing, as, even if they didn't do a remake of the Epic Motorcycle Raiders one from the first movie, that was good. This is good, but I thought the Motorcycle Raiders was brilliant. This is still brilliant, but my only main problem with it is that they're modern style, how can I explain it, running zombies. I don't think zombies should run. Doesn't mean to say it's a good movie, though. I still think it's one of the best zombie movies of the last 10 years. Plus, it comes with a whole buttload of special features, including one I rather like called Anatomy of Exploding Heads, as well as a fake newsreel of basically the progression of a zombie apocalypse. I've never seen that done on any other DVD before. Goes to show you how inventive people can be. I highly recommend watching this film. Okay, next up we have Resident Evil, based on the classic video game. Now, I thought this one and the second one followed the story of the games pretty well. The special effects look a little bit dated in it, but, it was 2002. And, to be honest, I never get tired of watching this movie. It's one of my favourite zombie movies, and I will always love this film. And, to be honest, it's one of those films, as soon as I saw it, I just knew that this was definitely the type of movie that I would watch forever. And that's why, if you're a fan of the game, I highly recommend watching Resident Evil. Some of the fans don't exactly like the games, but, it's like an alternate timeline in places, but you just gotta keep an open mind about it and go watch it anyway and see for yourself. Next up, we have Resident Evil Apocalypse. This, I thought, now, I'm never usually good at picking favourites, but I could never decide which of this was better than either this or the original. I'd say they're both on about the same level, because, in this one, you have more zombies, that sort of thing. The effects are a little better, and this time, instead of one licker, we get to see 3, and we also get to see Nemesis in action. Basically, it's like watching a movie version of the second game, so they hit it right on the mark with that one. Up next, we have Resident Evil Extinction. Now, the funny thing is about this film, for a while, for about a good couple years maybe, I'd only ever seen the first 2 on TV and got them on DVD, and I heard they were making a 4th movie, Afterlife, and I thought, oh god, no, I haven't seen the 3rd one yet, so I thought I'd just wait for it to come on TV. Well, the months went by, and after a while, I thought, hang on a moment, what if they don't show it on TV before the 4th one comes out? So I thought I'm just going to have to go out and buy it on DVD. But, luckily that Christmas I got this film on DVD for Christmas, and to be honest, as soon as I saw it, I thought to myself, this franchise just gets better with every single sequel. Because, I mean, unlike the games, they go for like a whole post-apocalyptic look. You know, what would happen if the nuclear missile they fired into Raccoon City didn't stop the T-virus? I mean, and it turns out that it's like Mad Max with zombies. So, you know, that's like every zombie movie fan's dream right there. So that's why I personally like this one as well. I think personally it's one of the best zombie movies of the last 10 years, as with the first two. And Land of the Dead. You can't forget that one. Next up we have Resident Evil Afterlife. Now, I actually went to see this in 3D at the cinema, which, although like 1/3 of the entire movie is in slow motion, sorry about that, it was quite, to be honest, it was quite thrilling sitting there watching it. Because, I mean, we get to see the executioner, that sort of thing. That, I think, personally, was the best bit in the movie, the whole fight with him. But my only little quarry with this movie is how, in some places, it was like The Matrix. You know what I mean? It tended to focus more on, say, Umbrella and, you know, their legions of armed guards than it did zombies. I'm not saying there are no zombies in it, because there are swarms of them. But I think in the next movie they should focus on zombies a little more. Still, either way, it's still a great movie, and I can't wait for Retribution to come out. And when I eventually get that one on DVD, I'll do a review of that as well. Right, moving on, we have Zombieland, another great movie. A comedy that kills, as it says. I've personally thought that this one, as zombie comedies go, was actually a lot better than Shaun of the Dead, because I remember when I went to see it, I thought it was just going to be one of those dumb comedies which is just so annoying and stuff and totally not funny, because comedy is really taking a downturn these days. So, I remember I went to see it just simply for the zombies, yet when it started playing in the cinema, I thought, God, this is such a great movie. I just never get tired of watching it, despite the fact that they're running zombies. But it goes to show you how a zombie movie with running zombies can actually be a good movie. Still, I highly recommend watching Zombieland. Next up, we have Doom. I absolutely love this movie. I'm a huge fan of the game. The original, that one is. I haven't got around to playing number 3 yet, but I will do someday. And I watched it, and the thing I love about this most is how, like the game, they include a first-person shooting sequence in it, but it goes on for like an entire 5 minutes. And it's literally just an entire 5 minutes of shooting zombies and monsters, and there's even chainsaws in it, and it's just brilliant. If you like the original game, and I suppose Doom 3, you will love this movie. It is just a brilliant movie. Apart from Resident Evil, along with Resident Evil, it's one of my favourite video game to movie transitions. And finally, we have Resident Evil Degeneration. It's the first ever full-length Resident Evil movie to be in CG animation. It is nothing to do with the live-action ones. It's meant to be based on the games. Now, I thought it was good. I thought it was a little talky in places, but it picked up a lot towards the end, especially the big monster thing in it, which I thought was good. But, I don't know, I like this one, but I can't wait for Damnation to come out. I've seen a teaser trailer for it, and I think it's going to be in 3D in the cinemas, I'm not sure, but anyway, I'll watch it and I'll keep you posted on it. But, as for that, that's just about it now. And I've got Resident Evil, the remake, for GameCube coming in probably sometime in the next week. So when I get that, I will do an unboxing video, and I will keep you posted. And once I get more zombie movies, I will update my collection for you. So this is Chainsaw King 666. Don't forget to watch, rate, and subscribe.